Hey guys, I basically uploaded the same video about 4 days ago. I was being pretty stupid though and accidentally got it deleted. I was just deleting a few of the reject videos that I had, the ones that had a mistake in the first couple minutes, and I accidentally clicked the wrong one. So, stupid me, checked online, can't really get it back, not with the current YouTube analytics page. So, I'm just gonna remake it, gonna jump right in. There have been two states that have legalized marijuana, Colorado and Washington. Now, in Colorado, the amendment that has legalized marijuana is titled Regulate Marijuana Like Alcohol Act, and it is Amendment 64. I don't know what it's called in Washington, but I'm sure it does basically the same thing. Now, in Colorado, the first thing that Amendment 64 is going to do is send $40 million in taxes straight to schools. But there are still concerns, and rightfully so, I think. I think a lot of parents have a good reason to be concerned. A lot of drivers have good reason to be concerned. But the largest three concerns, problems that I've heard with this amendment are that people believe that the availability of marijuana to minors is going to go up, that the amount of violent crime is going to go up, and that the amount of traffic incidents are going to go up. And I have to agree a little bit with the third one. I do see traffic incidents going up because, there's going to be more people driving while high now. That's going to be unavoidable. But I see that going away in the first couple months. Because what will eventually happen is those who are being dangerous will be taken out of the driving population once they get a DWAI. So that might impact us for a little while, not very long at all. To the second point, there being more violent crime now. That just kind of actually makes me want to laugh. Like the first time I heard that, I was just giggling in my head. If you've ever met somebody who smokes or who has just smoked once or twice, and you've talked to them while they're high, or some of them it just transfers to while they're not high, they're some of the most non-violent people I've ever met. I've never seen a stoner just lash out in anger, not violent anger at least. I mean, they might be a little upset if, somebody takes their chips, but past that, I've never seen one of them have a malicious intent towards somebody else. I've never even thought that it crossed one of their minds while speaking to them. But I don't know. I can't tell the future. I just do not see the amount of violent crime increasing. If anything, I see it decreasing. Because all of a sudden, now all those people who are selling it illegally, they're obsolete. Now you can just go buy it. You don't have to buy it from some illegal dealer, from some little exclusive club, because it's like competition between Microsoft and Apple. That's how the sale of marijuana is right now. You have Apple here, Microsoft here, okay? And there's two really big ones in an area. Let's just, say there's two main gang dealers in an area. And they kind of butt heads, big bad competition, sometimes they might have little shooting stats or whatever. And, that's a problem. But now, even for the people who are still selling it illegally, because I'm sure there will still be some people who buy and sell illegally, there will be so much more availability that it's the difference between the competition between Apple and Microsoft and 100 barbers in a state. There's more competition, yes, but because there is so much more competition, the competition is so much less severe. That's how I see it going. But the third point, with marijuana being more readily available to teens, I concede to that. I agree. It will be more readily available to teenagers. However, just because it's more readily available doesn't mean that the amount of teenagers smoking will go up. I knew a kid, freshman year, who told me he was offered by a dealer at our school to just, buy a gram from him. And he told me it was $10. Yeah, it was $10. And he could have bought like 10 or 15 grams then. He wasn't saving for anything. He wasn't keeping the money around just because he liked having money. He was just hesitant to buy it. And from what I've heard, those people who don't want to smoke legitimately don't want to. And those who do find a way. They're gonna smoke if they want to smoke. They'll find a way to do it. Unless they're just really, really, really slow, they're gonna figure it out. So I don't see the difference between, let's say, even if there was a 60% drop in price, $4 now, most people aren't going to look, oh, hey, I'm saving 60% when it's $10. They're going to be like, oh, I'm saving $6. And I do not believe to a teenager that is that big of an incentive to start smoking if you don't already have a reason to. If you have a reason to and you've already been smoking, I see the quantity smoked skyrocketing. I think for those who already smoke, they're just going to smoke so much more now. And that might be a concern, but quantity of smokers going up, don't see it happening too much. Anyway, that's just my personal opinions. If anybody has any commentary, please let me know. Ultimately, one last point, I see the 3 T's of THC, as I call them, going up. I see taxes, tickets, and tourism skyrocketing. And at least in the Colorado economy, we should be making a lot more money. I could be wrong, but if it's completely legalized, which is what the amendment basically does, well, we're going to be a lot like Amsterdam, but it'll be completely legal here, and in Amsterdam it's still technically not. So I see revenue increasing. We'll see what happens, but leave any intelligent commentary. I'll get back to you as soon as possible, and please like and subscribe.